Now with our circle and guidelines in place, we start blocking out the facial features. Let's start from the left side of our circle. We'll draw a straight angle line going up and out. I'm going to go to the right side for that center line, and we'll just extend that out past the side of our circle. Let's go back down towards the bottom. It's going to angle the brow, going up and out in a straight line, and it'll follow this angle going across and then out. Let's add another line going across the bottom of the circle, left and right. Let's go halfway down the side of the brow. It's going to angle this down and then out. Let's pull this down and in towards the chin. Now I'm going to add a point along the chin. I'm just going to curve this around, over toward the left, then this in, and then up. Let's go down to the bottom of the circle. I'm going to curve the neck, going all the way around, and then forward toward the left. Now we're going to do the same thing across the back of the neck. Starting from the top of our circle, it's going to go out, all the way around, and then down towards the bottom. Cross, and just tuck the eye underneath the brow. Now we're going to blend this brow in toward the horn. So from the top, it's going to bend this up, taper that down toward the bottom line. Now let's place a horn in behind. It starts up here, draw that same curve going up, and then tuck that in behind. Back side of the brow going out, and then down. Then up here, draw a straight line going across the top of the nose. Let's go to the bottom of the mouth, going up. Just going to add the curve, going across, then goes up, across the middle of our circle, and then out toward the side. Just going to open up the mouth slightly around the corner, and then pull it back in. Now the jaw is going to sit along the outside of the circle on the right, so let's tuck the horn in behind. Start from the top, and it's out, up, and pull that back in. Here it's going to layer in some spikes, just curving this across and back up towards the side of our circle. And we want to work our way up, just adding this layer, going across. Now that we have a rough sketch, we want to clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now you use this rough sketch as a guide to layer on some more detail and refine the shapes. Now I'd like to start with the eyes. Let's start with the brow. Start from the bottom, I'm just going to curve this around, and I'm going to be applying these thick and thin lines. So adding some thick lines across the bottom edge near the shadows. And then along the top, we're going to add some scales. So we're going to go across that line, and then just bend that up towards the point. Now I just want to taper this down and then in. I'm going to add these layers, starting back at that line, going up, and then going that back down. Let's add a few more. Go all the way up towards the tip of that horn. Go back and just round up the brow. And I want to add some shape along the bottom edge. Curve this up and out. Tuck the bottom of the eye underneath. Start reaching the bottom edge of the eyelid. On the inside. And I'm just going to tuck the iris underneath the brow. Just lightly trace this in. Darken out the end. Keep going over on the left side. Darken up the inside of the eyes. Now from here, we're going to work our way out, just adding some folds around the eye. Down, adding a fold across the front of the mouth. And we'll add some shape across. Across. Another curve down from the tip. And near the back side of that brow. Nostril on the Now across the jaw, we're just going to add these points. Just add some smaller ones on the inside. And they'll blend into the larger ones across the jaw. Around the inside. Now I'm going to go back and add these smaller spikes inside, just layering them on top. And add a few more in between, almost like scales. Now with the back of the neck, we're just going to add some wisp of fur. Just going to pull this out and then tuck that back again. Add some layers across the bottom of the fur, pull it in, and then underneath the horns we'll add a little bit of texture coming down. Let's add some ridges across the front of the neck. We're going to start with these small curves as a guide. Start from the top. And I'm going to go back and just layer those on top of each other, starting from the top and then tucking the second one underneath. Adding a dark shadow just underneath the brow, and then fading that down. And be very subtle with these shadows as well. Fade it up. I'm just going to add a shadow across the back of that horn, and then also along the ball. Now across the top of the brow, we're just going to add a little bit of a reflective shadow.